Round 2. And maybe we only go through the first 2 rounds today instead of like going 4. We were planning on going 4 rounds. Let's see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. Let us show some love in the comments too, man. Make sure y'all.
Yeah.
How many rounds do you think we should go talking overrated, underrated? In round 2, I think the most underrated player in round 2 has been a perennial top like 5 pick at times. He's been a top 5 running back most of the time, and for some reason, he's dropped down. I've seen him as low as like RB10, RB9, RB11. He missed time last year, missed 3 games last year, and finished as the RB8. Had one of the strongest 3-game stretches you're going to see down the stretch, where he finished with 100. He finished with 218 yards and 3 touchdowns, 125 yards and 2 touchdowns, 177 yards and a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor is going in the second round right now. We're talking about a guy that had over 500 yards in 3 games, 6 touchdowns in that same stretch. And now we're fading him. He's going after Ashton Jeanty, right? Like, I don't get it. I know he's had the ankle injuries, which probably discourages a lot of people. Like, when you start having injuries, you get a little bit older. He's 26 now. Like, I get it. Maybe you have a little bit of concerns. But if this offense looks anything like it did last year with Anthony Richardson, he's going to have running lanes to go through. If it looks like if Daniel Jones is the starter, they're going to run the football. As long as Jonathan Taylor is healthy, he's a threat to hit a touchdown on any given play. Like, it's not like this yards per carry. He's going down, and his ankle, he was averaging almost 5 yards a carry last year on over 300 carries. So to me, I'm like, why is he dropping below some of these other names? I don't fully understand it. To me, he should still be a lock for top 5, maybe 6 running back off the board, because you have legit RB1 upside with Jonathan Taylor. He could easily rush for 100 yards a game. I don't understand why Jonathan Taylor is going A, is a mid to late second round pick, and B, why he's not a locked in top 6 running back off the board. It does not make sense to me with this Jonathan Taylor hate.
Yeah, I like Jonathan Taylor. I really do. I think it's scaring people off what's going on with the quarterback situation there. They got a good tight end there to kind of help out as well, not only catching the rock, running the rock. It's disrespectful. Ashton Jeanty is going ahead of him. It's disrespectful, and it's disingenuous, you know.
That's from the heart. From the heart.
Yo, this dude won you guys your leagues last year. That last 3-game stretch carried you through the playoffs, and he won a league for me. So I'll always have him in my heart. Jonathan Taylor, don't just put some respect on his name. Keeping the same theme, the running back that is the most underrated, the best value in the second round. This guy should be going in the likes of the top 3 picks if it wasn't for the injury concern, right? We're talking Christian McCaffrey. Now, listen, he's not on the Madden cover this year, y'all. He's not on the Madden cover this year. What we know from Christian McCaffrey and he's Kyle Shanahan's golden piece. He's his golden toy. As much as everything else is like kind of like up in the air when it comes to the wide receivers, who are the targets going to be? The 2 things that we know for sure, Kittle's going to get his, Christian McCaffrey is going to get his. It's a 1-2 punch over there in San Francisco. He's going to get all you can eat when it comes to catches because Debo's not there with the short yardage and the screens. That should be going to Christian McCaffrey, right? He's going to be double-digit touchdowns. He's going to be somewhere in the realm of probably 50 catches, right? And if he's doing that, then he's going to blow out his second-round ADP. Everybody's scared about the yardage or the injury concern, and I get it. You know, they ran him through the dirt, the year before last, so his Achilles was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But I really, all the news in the camps, all you can go off is what's going on right now. The news in the camps are great, right? He's showing up. He's putting in work. He looks healthy. The reports are glowing. If you could get this guy in the second round, you're going to have an extremely strong first 2 draft picks, depending on who you get in the first round. If you get him in the second round, your roster is looking stacked. Put it like that.
It's very rare when you can acquire a player in the second round who's like a 25-point PPR player. Like, very rare are there even 25 per game players available at all in drafts. You typically get like 2 or 3 of those max throughout the year. So when you have the opportunity to draft the outliers, you do it. And I agree that McCaffrey is a value in the second round, but to me, in the first round, he's way too risky. So it depends. There's a very small window, I think, where McCaffrey becomes too risky to take versus like an absolute steal. And I think that window is probably like 3 to 5 picks. Like, I don't think there's a very big window. So for me, I think he's going that back end of the first round. If you have, put it this way, if you have that back end of that end cap, Christian McCaffrey got to be coming off the board right there. Otherwise, I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice.
We talk, don't make no money, yo.
Hey, that's real. When we talk about overrated players in the second round, though, I typically am all in on like outlier tight ends. What you giggling about?
I'm just looking at the comments.
Oh, you giggling over there, man. I can't. You over here giggling. Listen, when it comes to second round, like I've always I love drafting the outliers. Like I've been a big Rob Gronkowski. I used to take him in the first, second round. Travis Kelce, I would take him in the first, second round. Anybody that was an outlier at the tight end position provides a lot of value for you. But there's no way in hell I'm taking Brock Bowers in the second round this year. None. I don't care if he was setting rookie records. I don't care if he was one of the best receivers last year. And I get the talent is there, and everybody loves the talent that Brock Bowers is. But there is not a chance in hell I'm taking Brock Bowers in the second round. You have a new coach now. This ain't Antonio Pierce. Pete Carroll. How many top 10 tight ends has Pete Carroll produced? Word rhymes a hero. You have Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly. He must have had a lot of tight end production. Oh, Garrett Selleck, Brent Selleck. Like, Chip Kelly don't throw to the tight end in his offense. So unless they use him exclusively as a receiver, where you already got Jacoby Myers, the team drafted Jack Bash, you draft Ashton Genty now to be a little bit more of a red zone threat, run the football a little bit better. This is a brand new regime. Brock Bowers to me in the second is not a lock. And it's not a lock that he even gets 1,000 yards this year. I could see him having kind of what we did with Sam Laporta last year, playing a much lesser role in this offense. He got hot in the season and never turned it off. I think Brock Bowers is going to be a fine tight end for years to come. I don't know that he replicates the season that he had last year in this brand new offense under Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly. The worst. I think this is a bad pick. Not just the worst. This is a bad pick in the second round. He belongs more in like the mid to back end of the third round.
Yeah, I mean, he does check off the box. When you're thinking about it, you're thinking about usage rate. You're thinking about how that, like, who's running that offense, the history of that offense. And, as talented as he is, I think that he's going to put up numbers. I think he'll still be like he's going to be in the running for like a top three tight end. To take him in the second round in a completely different offense, trying to put some talent around him, I think it's a mistake. So I'm with you on that.
Real quick, last point on that is the reason you took Rob Gronkowski is because you knew he could score 20 touchdowns. The reason why you took Travis Kelce is because you knew he was a lot
yards.
For 12 to 1,500 yards. Like, you knew that was coming. With Brock Bowers, do you genuinely think he's going to be a 1,210 type player? That's what you got to ask yourself when you take him in the second round.
And more so the 130, or what did he get, like 110 catches last year?
Yeah, if you banking on it, go ahead. I'm not banking on it. Give me one more year of that before I'm taking him in the second round.
But it's a completely different offense, completely different quarterback, completely different everything. So what do we expect in a one-read Chip Kelly offense type shit? But I don't know. We'll see.
It would be a surprise.
Yeah. So I think the most overrated pick in the second round for me is Ladd McConkey, right? Little ass Ladd, right?
Young Ladd.
But I hated on Ladd a little bit. And he kind of proved me wrong last year, right? The situation with Ladd and the reason, I think he's a good football player. I think he's going to provide value. I just think in the second round is not where you want to get him. A few main reasons, a few reasons here. He's going around like, AJ Brown, Drake London, even like Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson's. I think I would rather have all of those players over Lad McConkey. Last year, they didn't have any wide receiver competition, right? This year, it's similar, but they drafted a wide receiver in the second round, a big body true X wide receiver. So they got that Harris kid in the second round. He's 6'2", 205. He's got an NFL build. I know what Harbaugh likes. Harbaugh likes big body wide receivers. He likes somebody who can go up and go get it. And where we see kind of like these, the post route, which, Lad was kind of killing everybody, or the crossing route, the dragging route. He's going to have somebody that he can actually throw downfield who could moss people now as well. I think that's going to eat into Lad McConkey's production. And it's just a situation where, like, I like Lad McConkey, the player. Who the wide receivers you're taking him over, I'd rather have all. Like, you've got to take him. You're taking him before Terry McLaurin. I'd rather have Rashee Rice, Mike Evans. I'd rather have on my team. Moore, I would rather have on my team. T. Higgins, I would rather have on my team. Don't put no hate on Moore. We talked about DK to extent. Tay, I would rather have on my team, bro. Like, there's so many more players I'd rather have over him that go into the second, in the third, even the fourth round. Not really the fourth round, but Lad McConkey, good player. If you take him in the second round, you're passing up huge amounts of talent. It's just
I feel like you're taking a receiver because he did well last year. He caught you by surprise last year. The ceiling's not there. He's not going to catch 10 touchdowns. They added, like you said, Trey Harris this offseason. It's just, I don't know. I think he had a nice stretch when all the running backs were hurt, but they went out and got 2 running backs. They got Najee and Hampton. Like, they upgraded the running back room so they could run the football better. I don't really see it with Lad McConkey, but I hated on him enough last year, so I can't do a whole lot more hate this year. Let us know what you guys think about our second round overvalued, undervalued. Let's get back into the questions real quick.